Paul, how excited are you about this weekend? And give us an indication as to what this week's been like for you.
Yeah, obviously massively excited for the game. It's one that we've been looking forward to for a long time. Obviously had a lot of league fixtures to take care of in the meantime, but it's always been at the back of our mind that this big fixture was coming up, and delighted that it's finally here now.
How important is this semi-final for the players this week, given the fact that it's potentially the only time this season that you'll come up against your rivals?
Yeah, obviously it's an Edinburgh derby. That in itself makes it a massive game, but on top of that being a semi-final of the National Cup, then it's a huge game. Obviously a big disappointment that there's not going to be fans in the stadium, but at the same time it's a massive match for both clubs and for the city, and we want to come out on top.
The significance of the game, given the fact that Hearts are in the Championship, and how big a test do you expect them to be, given the start that you've had, Hibernian have had, and that Hearts have had to their campaigns?
I think it's going to be a massive test. I think the fact that in the Championships are relevant. It's an Edinburgh derby, a squad that's got good players in it, and they've started off their season well, so it's going to be a difficult game. But on the flip side, so we've started this season great. We've got a number of games under our belt now that we've performed well in, so we just need to take that into the weekend.
Do you remember the last time you played them at Hampden? You probably want to forget it, I would imagine.
I don't think I definitely remember it yet. But I'd say it's a long time ago. Obviously, a lot has changed in that time, but a lot for the better at this club. And obviously, we're on the back of a good start to the season, and we're going to keep that going this weekend.
Paul, how important is it to really build on that momentum that you've had so far in the league and get something tangible out of it?
Yeah, I think I don't think it's so. It's obviously a different competition, so it's not really a case of building on our league form anymore. It's just a case of using the confidence that we've built up throughout this early part of the season and try to take it into this game, and also understanding what we've done well in games and what we can still improve on. And try and put it all together this weekend, because as I touched on, it's a massive game, and we need to play well to win it, and showcase what we have done so far this season.
It's obviously been a tough time for everyone involved in football, and for supporters more than most. How much of a reward would it be for them if you could get Hibs to a cup final and give them something to enjoy? Yeah,
I think that's definitely going to be at the back of our minds, where we know it's a massive game. We know we want to win it, but there's always that it's going to be blatantly obvious that we're going to turn up to Edinburgh derby with no fans. So that's going to be an extra motivation for us to get. Obviously, we want to get to the cup final. We want to be there on cup final day, but we're well aware that we need to do it for the fans as well, because they're going to be sent at home desperate to be there supporting us, and now we need to do it for them, definitely.
Paul, a lot of these derbies feed off the energy of the crowd. So how different is it going to be, and how much emphasis are you placing as a team on trying to create that energy yourselves?
There's no doubt it's going to be a surreal experience, being at Hampden, being involved in such a big game, obviously being at the semi-final of our National Cup. Being an Edinburgh derby on top of that, it's going to be surreal not having fans there, but it's something we've been used to for a number of weeks now. No matter where you go in the country, we've been used to bigger stadiums, smaller stadiums. So, as I said, we've adjusted well to it so far this season, and we need to do it again.
I guess though, in a derby match, it's got a different context a lot of the time because of the rivalry. So, do you expect that there to be the same kind of energy in the game?
Yeah, I'd hope so. We're not going into the game expecting anything different. Try and obviously start the game well, front foot, high energy, and take it from there. There might be spells in the game where there's a bit of a lull in the match. It does happen, even every week it happens, whether there's fans there or not. So, no, it's just a case of we just have to see how the game goes. But there's no doubt the fans will be a big miss. It's a big rivalry in Scottish football. It means a lot to a lot of people, and there'll definitely be a big miss not being there.
You've already been and played in an empty Hampden in the last few weeks for the national team. So, from your personal point of view, I guess that'll help you. But from your view of your own form, are you playing as well as you've ever played at the moment?
Yeah, I'm obviously happy with my form so far this season. I don't know if it's as well as I've ever played. It's probably helped with the fact that we're getting results as well. We're getting clean sheets at the weekend as we have the last 2 games. We're getting wins off the back of it, so I think that can enhance your performance a bit more as well. There's probably been times in my career where I've played just as well, but if I'm not getting the rewards of 3 points or a clean sheet, then it can be overlooked at times. So I think as a squad, it's all coming together. So long may that continue.
Paul, what would it mean to you personally to get to another cup final?
I mean everything. I mean, I've been involved in a few cup finals. Been lucky enough to do that. But at the same time, I'm 30 now, and you don't know how many more chances you're going to get. So I say that I'm lucky. People go through their whole careers without making it to cup finals and even semi-finals as well. So no, it's just a bit kind of. Obviously, I understand how big it is, and making the rest of the squad aware of how big it is, and everyone giving it their best shot.
Paul, Josh Doig could potentially be playing in his first Edinburgh derby and his first Scottish Cup semi-final as the sort of on-field captain. How do you help somebody get through that first occasion?
I think for me, the kind of person I am as well, I'm trying not to highlight it too much to him in terms of building it up too much. Not just to Josh because he's young, but to everyone really. It's at the end of the day, you're going on to do your job. It's 90 minute plus. It goes to extra time. Game of football. It's something that these guys have done it numerous times before. So it's something that I try not to play up too much. In terms of, you don't want, especially younger players, maybe getting too nervous or worried about the game too much. To me, at the end of the day, it's a game of football that he's done it loads of times throughout his youth career and then his first team career now as well. So I wouldn't want him treating it any differently.
Paul, just with the way modern football works, can you quite believe there's still 5 years potentially that could line up on Saturday that were involved in the 2016 final?
I know that's obviously it probably does seem quite a while ago now. Since then, the club's been through quite a lot and progressed a lot, I'd say, over the last few years. And no, it's great to have that kind of core group that obviously, especially Dave and Daz, who maybe aren't featuring as much just now, but they're still heavily involved in everything we're doing here and driving the standards every day. And I think it probably helps. It's probably a better question maybe for the manager in terms of how much it helps him with having a group of boys that kind of know what it means to be here and have been through a bit of history at this club and how much it can obviously please the fans by rewarding them with success like we did in 2016.
And for you as a player, I think you've played against Hearts more than any other club in your career. Is it still as exciting as your first one going into this one?
Yeah, definitely. I think you appreciate it even more now, I'd say. When you're young and starting out, it's just a case of, oh, this is great, this will happen so many times to me, but you realise now how much hard work you've had to put into to kind of stay in the team and stay at a level where we're going to be picked by the manager. So no, I definitely appreciate it, and especially when it comes to the big semi-final matches like this, you appreciate it and you want to do as well as you can, because as I touched on earlier as well, you don't know how many more chances you get to play in these big games.